Welcome to Spiritual Healing International, the podcast with your favorite host, Monica Vasquez Gomez, also known as Monty Vaz Gom, the founder of Spiritual Healing International Spa. I know I've been absent the last 4 months, and I truly apologize to all my divine souls who listen to my podcast around the globe. I do have a lot to tell you, so buckle up. I was gone because I was building. For the last 4 months, I was building the foundation of Spiritual Healing International Spa. Not the foundation as an organization, but the foundation of what Spiritual Healing International Spa is. I now have built all the healing sessions. I built the Code of Sovereignty, my 90-day reinvention program, and I also wrote the Shy Guide, Why Your Psychologist and Psychiatrist Have Not Healed You. It's on Amazon for $9.99 or also free on Amazon Unlimited Kindle. So this guide is super special as it shares my story, my background, where I came from, how spiritual healing came about, what I do, who I help, and what my Code of Sovereignty is, and how I can help you reinvent yourself. And also, what happens during the reinvention? What happens after the reinvention? And what happens if you just don't do a reinvention? That is all explained in the guide. So go ahead into Amazon. You can also click the link below. You'll be able to read more about my story and more about Spiritual Healing International and the Code of Sovereignty. So I want to share that for the last 4 months, I've also been through my personal reinvention, and I was reinventing Shy. Shy is hence Spiritual Healing International. And I also realized I've been reinventing myself my whole life. I've reinvented myself 3 times in this one lifetime. And this all matters because I would never mentor you into a life that I have not walked through myself. I also created the Chat with Monty, where you can explore the Code of Sovereignty, all Spiritual Healing International's healing sessions. You can read testimonials, reviews, and it's also in English and Spanish for all my viewers around the world. Through that space, you can book directly, for example, the Got Ghosted session. So if you ever got ghosted and want to find out answers, you can book that session, as well as Jesus's Words, which is also known as Jesus's Frequency. If you want to connect more with your faith and on a one-on-one with Jesus. You can also book the 30-day Soul GPS, which is guidance for the next 30 days of your life. No more guessing, guys. You have me now to help you and mentor you through all those life changes that you're going through, especially if you're reinventing yourself from scratch, because I know how that feels. So that's what I've been up to. And before we continue, I want to give a special thank you to all my divine souls who listen around the world, because we can say that Shy is a global movement. It has reached Canada, United States, Colombia, Latam, Spain, Australia, Germany, Norway, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Japan, Korea. Thank you so much. So of course I hadn't recorded a podcast in a long time, right? So I got curious and I went in the app, and then I saw all of you all over the globe listening to my podcast, and I just broke into tears of happy tears, because I realized that what I do, my work, is actually changing other people's lives. So thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for sharing, and thank you for supporting my work. And that's why I want to ask all of you for a special favor. This month is my birthday month, and the best gift that the Shy community could give me is to reach 1,000 listeners on Spotify, so I can continue doing what I love, which is spreading healing, well-being, and personal reinvention across all areas of life for everyone around the globe. Please share this episode with all your favorite souls. If we reach 1,000 listeners on Spotify, This brings our global movement of Shy one step closer to being sustainable through Spotify. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, soul, and being. So let's see what happens next month. Now let's continue. Today's episode is about the psyche and our superpower. So the psyche is something that we cannot see. It's something that lives in our mind, in our inner world, in the way we think, feel, believe, love, and move through life. And every single one of us has a superpower. And when I say superpower, I speak about a natural gift that our souls came to earth with. It's something that we do effortlessly. It's something that when we understand it, it becomes a part of our soul's purpose. For me, my superpower is healing souls. Hence, why I have the podcast and Spiritual Healing International Spa. In my case, I help souls find themselves, understand your life purpose, and heal deeply, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, financially, and relationally to help you become whole and live the life of your dreams. And through that process, you begin to find unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for others, unconditional love for your family, your friends, unconditional love for your partners, and of course, love for the life that you are creating. And well, that's what I dedicate myself to do. And part of my own superpower is to help you find yours, because your gift, my gift, is not random. Our abilities to understand people, create, sell, teach, or bring peace into a room is not random. And sometimes the very thing you were taught to hide, it is the very thing that is your superpower. And this is also why I created the Jesus' Words session. So whether you believe in Jesus religiously, spiritually, historically, symbolically, one thing is clear to me. Jesus came to spread the frequency of love, health, and wealth. He loved others unconditionally. He multiplied wealth through wine and fish. He healed people through his miracles. So in a nutshell, Jesus is spiritual healing. Jesus showed us that healing is truly possible. And when I look at his message, I don't see religion. I see love. I see healing. I see wealth. I see abundance. I see prosperity. I see faith. I see transformation. I see reinvention. And I see the power of the soul. And history has shown us many times that people with healing abilities, spiritual knowledge, or unusual psychic abilities are often feared, accused, judged, silenced, and punished. We saw this in the Spanish Inquisition. We saw this in the Salem witch trials. Many of those people were women who understood healing through herbs, women who understood spiritual knowledge, women who understood and had independence, money, and power, as well as wealth. And therefore, for a long time, independent people, especially women with healing abilities, were seen as dangerous. But luckily, we are now in the 21st century, and women and men can now be multi-wealthy. But the billion-dollar question is, what is your superpower? What are you doing with it? Because when we discover our superpower and align it with our life purpose, we start to create wealth from alignment. And believe it or not, our wealth is connected to our life purpose and our soul. Not everyone's superpower looks alike. Some people can hear someone speak and understand exactly what that person is feeling. I know a divine soul whose superpower is literally selling. You can tell this divine soul, sell me this. And yes, this divine soul will sell you anything you want. But on a deeper level, it's not just the selling. It's this divine soul's ability to read people deeply. It's this divine soul's ability to create trust. It's this divine soul's ability to make people feel safe. It's this divine's ability to communicate value in a way that feels genuine. And all of this is truly this divine soul's superpower. And when we understand the deeper gifts underneath our skills, we understand ourselves and our life's destiny. So your natural gift is your superpower, which is part of your life's soul purpose. Our soul superpower is what makes the world a better place. And in my case, this is why I created Spiritual Healing International, the spa. And because we cannot find our superpower if we're disconnected from our souls. Someone gotta guide you and mentor you through it, right? That's me. And I help you look at your life through the 7 pillars of life: soul, energy, mind, heart, body, money, and love. And because your healing is not separate from your soul, it took me many years to understand that our purpose lies underneath the parts of us that had to survive hardships. And once I began healing, I began remembering who I am. And that's the same that I want for you. Once you begin your healing, you start remembering who you are. You remember what you came to Earth to do for the betterment of humanity. And now you can begin your healing journey and start to find your superpower through Chat with Moni, link in bio or below. I will guide you through the process that helps you find the session you need to align with to find your superpower. And if you find yourself ready to go into a deeper healing, you can explore my 90-day personal reinvention mentorship, The Code of Sovereignty. Remember, your superpower is not random. Your healing is not just about the past. It is the life you dare to dream. So, in my next podcast episode, we're going to dive in everything that has to do with mind mastery. And this is a very special episode. It's for everyone who has struggled with mental health, overthinking, intrusive thoughts, self-doubt, or feeling trapped in your own mind. And we're going to talk about how to stop letting your mind master you and how to begin mastering your own mind so you can rise to a higher vibration and reinvent the life of your dreams. Because at the end of the day, our minds isn't there to control us. That's right. Your mind is not there to control you. You are there to control your mind. And remember, your mind is powerful beyond you could ever imagine. So thank you for listening to Spiritual Healing International, the podcast with your favorite host, Monica Vasquez Gomez. And thank you for helping me spread the frequency of spiritual healing, love, well-being, health, and personal reinvention across the globe. I don't know if you guys can hear, but it is raining. Let's wash away everything that we don't need. See you on the next one. Bye.